Hey everybody, it's Patrick Britz here with your SAC Daily Dose for Monday, January 14, 2019, and here's what's happening today. First off, let me reiterate our partnership with Geico, and fans, you can take a shot at savings and switch to Geico. SAC alumni can save on car insurance with a special discount. Visit geico.com/mydiscount for a free quote today, and as always, you can find that link on our website as well. Hot off the press this morning, Queen's University of Charlotte just announced their new president, Dr. Pamela Davies, will be retiring at the end of this academic year, so in May, and just announced is Daniel Lugo, he has a Juris Doctorate from Colby College, where he currently serves as the Vice President of College Advancement, will be Dr. Davies' replacement. So congratulations, incoming President Lugo, and look forward to working with you. We'll put more link to that story from Queens in our show notes, in the description, at the bottom of the page. Indoor track kicking off in earnest this past weekend, with several of our teams competing, several at the JDL January kickoff in Winston-Salem, where PJ Lotharp of Lenore-Rhine finished second in the 60-meter dash with an NCAA provisional qualifying time of 6.81. Some other highlights from that meet: Chandler Stamp, also of Lenore-Rhine, finished second in the 800-meter at 2 minutes and 52 minutes even at .56. Lenore-Rhine swept the top three places in the mile: Josh Adkins, Peter Ivakovich, and Sean Incardona. And then Demarius Hampton of Lenore-Rhine won the triple jump with a provisional qualifying mark of 14.57 meters. And Jaquay Mitchell, I believe he's of Newberry, I'm not 100% sure on that, I can't remember, was third with 14.12 meters. And then Martin Nauer of Queens, who was our freshman of the year in outdoor last year and also our field athlete of the year in outdoor last year, won the shot put with a provisional qualifying mark of 16.75 meters. On the women's side, Trinity White of Coker won the 600-meter run at 1:45.53. Queens finished second, third, and fourth in the 1,000-meter run with Allison Arellano, Jillian Kasich, and Reagan O'Hara. And Gabby Schultz of Queens won the shot put with a provisional qualifying throw of 14.3. The East Tennessee State University Invitational also took place, and a few highlights from that. Devin Moore of Carson Newman on the men's side finished second in the 60 meters at 6.88. Roberto Fajardo of LMU finished third in the 800, just under 2 minutes. LMU finished second in the distance medley relay. Guillaume DeVries of Tusculum, pardon me if I butchered your name, sir, finished first in the high jump at 2.1 meters, and Christian Stumpf of Carson Newman finished third at 2 meters. Christopher Potts Howard of Carson Newman was second in the long jump at 6.9 meters, and Javad McDermott of Carson Newman won the triple jump at 14.73 meters. On the women's side, Amy Zadroga of Carson Newman was third in the pole vault at 3.2 meters. We will put the links for the TFRS results, so you can see all the results from those two meets in the description page. Basketball heating up. We've got about 6-7 weeks left in the regular season, and this past Saturday, number 9 in the nation per the D2 CIDA poll, Queens defeated Carson Newman 81-77 to remain undefeated in the league at 7-0. Next up for the Royals is Catawba, who snapped an 11-game losing streak to LMU, 96-83, and now sits alone in second at 6-1. Again, they will play on Wednesday, so the top two teams on the men's side will compete on Wednesday night. Lenore-Rhine, who's tied for third with LMU now in the standings, needed double overtime to defeat Mars Hill on Saturday, 93-86. On the women's side, we had a big game. Anderson and Newberry were both undefeated in the SAC standings heading into Saturday's games, but the number 24 ranked Trojans jumped out to a 36-16 halftime lead and eventually won by 15, extending their winning streak to 12 games. They're now 8-0 in the SAC, and Newberry is 5-1. Newberry travels to third place Wingate on Wednesday. The Bulldogs were off this past Saturday, and the Trojans, the league leading Trojans, are off this Wednesday. Later today, we will be announcing the AstroTurf men's and women's basketball players of the week. Finally, today, a quick story that isn't really related to the SAC, but is related to Division II. Last Friday, Dixie State announced that they were going to be moving from Division II to Division I. They're going to be joining the Western Athletic Conference, leaving the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. Unfortunately, that seems to be a little bit of a trend going on in Division II now, as in the last few years, California Baptist has also joined the WAC. North Alabama has gone from the Gulf South to the Atlantic Sun, and Merrimack Conference is leaving the Northeast 10 and joining the Northeast Conference, and Long Island University is joining the Northeast Conference next year as well. And then finally, UC San Diego is joining the Big West Conference in a couple of years. So the trend of moving from Division II to Division I seems to be kicking up a little bit. I expect in the next couple of years you'll see a lot more realignment in Division I, which could lead to more. So we'll put a link to a story from the Sports Business Journal on this in the description below as well. Now for everyone's favorite part of the show, the famous sports quote. This one is from Doc Rivers, who's a current NBA coach and was a longtime player. The thing a player has to ask himself, and I would also say herself, is, do you want to choose winning over standing out? Good advice there from Doc, basically stating if you want to be a team player, it can't always be about you. So that is going to do it for me today. Join us again on Wednesday for the next edition of the SAC Daily Dose, and make it a great week, everyone. Thanks.